to yoga this week. Hope you are well. We're going to start on all fours on our mat. So coming down to the mat, placing the wrists under the shoulders, the knees under the hips. Just spread those hands nice and wide and just rock those hips from side to side. Feel the weight going from the left to the right. And then just centering. From there, we're going to breathe in, keep everything nice and still, big deep breath. And then as we exhale, we're going to flex this spine up towards the ceiling. Really pulling the abdominal wall back, drawing that pubic bone up, tucking the chin in. Then as we inhale, we're going to allow the belly to drop. Tailbone travels away at first, then we open the chest and then we can just squeeze those glutes, driving those shoulder blades in towards each other. And slowly ready to exhale again, drawing the core back. Let those hips sink back a little too. And then just start to feel the ebb and the flow of your breath. How does the spine feel? And you can start to creep in a little more movement if you want, really rocking back as you exhale, taking those hips down towards the heels of the feet. And then as you inhale, maybe allowing the elbows to flex as you drive that chest forward. Just a couple more. And then as you next exhale, driving that spine up, sink the glutes back towards the heels, walk those hands out, look towards the tips of the fingers first, big deep breath in, and then allow yourself to exhale and lower down. Just gently sway from side to side. Try and take a big deep breath in, allowing it to go all the way down to the lower back. And as you exhale, just release those arms side by the sides of the body. And just take 3 deep breaths here. Activate your core here, draw it back, and then inhale, breathe in to just lift yourself up. Keep those glutes as close to the heels as you can, and then when you get to the top, just roll those shoulders back. And then forwards. And then coming back to all fours, just going to lengthen and extend through the legs. So activate the core, try and encourage the creases of the elbows to go towards the front of the mat. And then as you inhale, just lift and lengthen the right leg. Push the heel away, tuck the toes in towards the core. As you breathe in, fill up. And as you exhale, just really draw that core back. Encourage the shoulder blades to soften. Facial muscles to relax. Breathing in again. And then just exhale to lower. Breathing in, swapping legs now. Left leg comes up, raising, try and keep those hips in line. Activate that core. Breathe in, fill. Push the heel of the foot away. Exhale. Just releasing that breath. And then on your next exhale, lowering the leg. Inhale to go back with the right leg now. Lifting up and lengthening, pushing the heel away, activating the core. And as we inhale, we're just going to take that leg up, squeezing the glute. And then as we exhale, we're just going to bring it across over the left. Inhale to bring it back. Activate the core. Exhale, take it across. 3 more. Keep the core lengthened. Keep the chin slightly tucked in towards the neck. And just flow with the breath. Exhale, taking that thigh, leg is crossed. Inhale, bringing it back, pushing the heel of the foot away. 1 more. Exhale to lower that leg back. And now swapping. Inhale, lifting up that left leg. Pushing the heel away, tucking the tailbone under, creases of the elbows towards the front, spreading those hands. As we exhale, taking that leg across, inhale to bring back, heel pushes away, toes in. Keep slightly pinching your shoulder blades in towards each other. Chin slightly dropped in, even weight in the hands. Those biceps and triceps lifting up towards the shoulders. 1 more here. Inhale to come back. Exhale to drop. And we'll just sink back, giving those wrists a little rest. Forehead to come down, and we're going to slide those hands back. Lift them and just circle those wrists. Spread those fingers. 1 way, and then just change direction. And then some squeezing and some flicking in the hands, just releasing any tension. And then pulling the core back, just letting those arms drop down to the ground. Breathe in. And for that core, lifting you up. Keep that spine flexed. Coming back up, rolling those shoulders 1 way, then the other. And then from there, we're coming back, doing the full Superman now. So we'll inhale, lift up that right leg, extend it. Draw the inner thighs in towards each other. Shoulder blades slightly pinching towards each other, the chest driving forward. And then flexing the foot so the heel pushes away, toes in. We're going to lift up that left arm now, the opposite arm. And just extend and reach. Take 3 deep breaths here. Breathe in, fill up, get that chi into the body. Exhale, activate that core. Draw it back, hugging in. Soften the shoulders. Last deep breath this side. And then as you exhale, just slowly release, bringing back down. Swapping sides, left leg comes up, push that heel away. Hug that core, tuck the tailbone under, pinch those shoulder blades, then bringing up that right arm now. Try and draw the arm close to the ear, tuck the chin in. Try and encourage those hips to stay as level as you can. And then 3 deep breaths, listen to the flow. As you exhale, bring the hand and that knee back down, just sink it back. Forehead comes down and just gently rocking from side to side. And there we're going to inhale to bring ourselves back up. Coming back to our Superman again. Inhale, lift that right leg. Push the heel away, activate the core. Gauge those triceps, sorry, not the tribal, gauge triceps as well, but gauge these thigh muscles, the hamstrings, the quads, really lengthen and push them away from the body, activate the glutes. And then from there, just inhale, bringing up that opposite arm, just breathing, feeling up. Then we're going to inhale and bring our left arm up, so we're opening up the body and then flexing our knee. If we reach, we can reach the foot. If not, we can just open up that chest, excuse the messy hair, and just take 3 deep breaths here. With the exhale, we lower, come back, and swap sides. Inhale, left leg comes up, lengthens, extends. Exhale, right hand comes up, arm comes up, lengthens, extends. And then we're going to open up this arm, opening up the chest, flex that knee, and we can bring hand to foot. If it doesn't quite touch, just allow it to come as close as it will. Once you've got as far as you can, take 3 deep breaths. Breathe in, fill up. Exhale. Last one here. Exhale to lower. And this time we're going to go into a half anahata. So taking that left arm out in front, walking it out, as we bring the right one across the body. We can take that forehead down, or we can take it a little further out and maybe bring the chin. Really listen here, really depends on the shoulders, how they're feeling, to whether you lower the chest down, the chin, or the forehead. Keep that tailbone up in the air. Feel like your chest is opening up. Deep breaths here. Then inhale, lifting the head, bring that left arm up first, then that right, and then from there this time we're going to extend that right arm, walk it away from the body, bringing the left arm across. Chin can come down, forehead, again just listening, gauging. The shoulders are very tight, flex, take the elbow away from that body a bit more, tailbone up, 2 deep breaths. Inhale, bringing that right arm up, then that left, and then we're going to take both those arms away, keeping this tailbone up and just listening. Again, if shoulders are tight, taking them nice and wide, just creates room to be able to bring that chin, chest down. Or also another option is the forehead down. Slightly tuck that chin in if that forehead's down. Breathe, slow, steady breaths. Try and anchor the tops of the feet down with each exhale. And then an inhale, slowly bringing the head up, walking the arms back and sinking back into our extended child pose. As we sink in and lower that head, just gently sway from side to side. Then from there, we're going to inhale, bringing ourselves back up onto all fours, spreading those hands. Exhale, tuck the toes under, drive that tailbone back, draw the abdominal wall to the thighs, and then that tailbone up towards the ceiling into our down dog. We're just going to walk it out here. Encourage the chin to tuck in and the head to loosen. Encourage the creases of the elbows to the front of the body. And always think about that chest lowering down. Just walking out any tension from that body. Slow, steady breaths. Allow your head, shoulders to let go here. Strong core, strong pelvic floor, lifting you up. And then on your next exhale, just drop the knees, sink yourself back. Allow the arms to draw back. And let those hands come up and circle those wrists. Spread the fingers. Changing direction. And then just squeezing and releasing, flicking away any tension. And then just place them down with the palms facing up and take 3 deep breaths here. And then using the core, inhaling to bring yourself up. When you get to the top, just rest the palms on the thighs and just circle in those shoulders. One way, then the other. And then from there, coming back onto all fours. We're going to exhale, tuck those toes under, driving the abdominal wall to the thighs. Tailbone then reaches up and just walking it into our down dog again. Take the feet hip width apart, maybe take those hands as wide as the mat, so those little fingers, edges of the hand on the outside of the mat. And then we're going to start with our right leg. We're going to inhale and lift the right leg up as high as we can, push the heel away. And just take a big deep breath, pinch the shoulder blades in towards each other, fill up, and then as you exhale, flex the knee, drive it towards the nose, flex the spine, tuck the chin in, and then just continue this. Breathe in, lengthen, extend, exhale, flex around. 3 more. Two to go. Breathe in. And then as you exhale here, flex, bend that knee and bring your right knee to your right wrist. Take your ankle out as far as you can. Ready for a pigeon. Walking that left leg back. Now, if we can, we're just going to give our wrists a little bit of a break, really working these hips. So we're going to squeeze the buttocks, take the hands off, maybe rest them on the thigh and the foot. If this feels a little too intense, come back down to those fingertips, but I don't want you pushing heavily into these arms. I want us to really work the core here. Doesn't matter if the hips are lifted, what we want is an evenness. So we're going to squeeze these glutes, pull the abdominal wall back. Lift our chest. Not easy, but breathe, focus. If you wanted to, you could prop, placing a cushion that's under the glute to support. 3 deep breaths here. And then anyone who's been able to take their arms off, we're just going to add and just bring these arms up so those elbows are in line. This is quite intense, so if that feels too much, just keep the hands here or here, working with the breath. If we've got the arms here, I just want us to, as we inhale, open up, and then exhale, just draw these elbows in towards each other. 2 more.
Fantastic effort wherever you were. Now release down. Release down slowly. Allow yourself to surrender into this fantastic pose. Let the forehead come down. Let the top of that foot sink. If you find it soothing, just gently rock from side to side. Or if you prefer stillness, be still for 3 deep breaths. And then when you're ready, inhale just to slowly bring yourself up. Take those hands nice and wide. We're going to go push back into a 3-legged down dog. So tucking the toes under of that left foot. We're going to breathe in, and then as we exhale, push back, lifting that right leg up into the air. 3 deep breaths here. Keep drawing those inner thighs in, pinching the shoulder blades in towards each other. Last deep breath. Now as you exhale, flex that knee, join that right foot, and then sink those knees down. Sorry, join that left foot, then sink those knees down and draw yourself back. If you like to rock from side to side, you can. And then with an inhale breath, we're going to bring ourselves back up. Tuck those toes under and exhale, pushing back into our down dog. Tailbone comes up and just walk it out. See how you're feeling in those legs now, that spine. Remember how we're trying to drive the tailbone up towards the ceiling and that crown down towards the ground. So it's going to be our left leg now. Spread those hands, even weight, strong core. Inhale, lift that left leg up. Really push the heel of the foot away. Open that chest, pinch the shoulder blades. Then as you exhale, flex the knee, nose to knee, chin tucking in. Inhale, lengthen, crown of that head, driving towards the floor, shoulder blades lifted. Flow with your breath here. Three more. And then this time as you exhale, flex that knee to wrist, left knee to left wrist, right foot, walking back to create space for these hips. A cushion can come under here if you want to. And then we're going to try and give these arms a rest. So we're not pushing forward, we're trying to bring the strength into these glutes, the core. So sometimes keeping the hands on this foot, hands on the thigh. Just work, anchoring the top of this foot down. And just breathe. If this feels too much, use the fingertips, but be mindful to be pushing the weight or trying to take that load in this core area, strengthening our lower back, pulling the abdominal wall back. Just take a few deep breaths here. If we're able to focus, release the hands, we can come back to this pose here, just an additional challenge working with the breath. Exhale to bring those elbows together. Inhale, open up. Last one. And wherever you are, we're going to exhale really slowly, lowering ourselves down. Taking our time. Encouraging those hips to come down together. And as we sink and lower, we can wriggle if you want to move stillness, be still. And then very slowly we're going to inhale, come up, and we're going to push up into that three-legged down dog. So just take those arms nice and wide, encourage the creases of the elbows to the front. Pushing up on the ball of that right foot as we exhale, driving that left leg up. And then just breathe here. Keep encouraging those armpits to roll in towards each other. Shoulder blades drawing in, chest dropping. And then on your next exhale, flex that knee, bring it down in that other knee, coming back into an extended child pose. Allow yourself to rock, sway from side to side, and then bring those hands down either side. Allow the palms to open. Be aware of any sensations going on there. And then once again, be mindful of the core. On your next exhale, draw it back. Really draw it back. Feel your spine feel that space created in your spine. And then as you inhale, keeping the spine flexed, just allow yourself to come up. So the core does the work for you. And then roll those shoulders back. Just feeling, exploring, and then just changing direction. And then placing those hands in just a few shrugs up and down. And then from there, we're going to come back onto all fours. Exhale, tuck our toes under and push back into our down dog. Inhale to lift that right leg up into the air, lengthen and extend. And then exhale, flex the knee and step it between the hands. If a bit short, give it a helping hand. And then from there, we're just going to drop that lower knee. Just coming into a low lunge, loading in here, spread the toes, lift the chest. And then we're going to exhale, just giving our hamstrings a little workout here. Try and keep the abdominal wall and the glute together, those thigh muscles together. So even if we don't get that far back, we're just keeping connected. And then as we inhale, opening up the hip flexors. Exhale, coming back. Inhale. Listen to the body, listen to the breath. We're going to transition this into a wide leg forward fold now. So as we inhale and come forward, we're going to just bring those hands down to steady us, and then we're going to push up from this back leg. As we do, we're going to pivot on the ball of the foot, turn the heel in, bring the left hand round, and then turn on the heel of the right foot. Just even those feet out, so the heels are in line, the toes are in line. And then bring your fingertips in line with your toes if you can. And then from there, just allow yourself to release in the back. Maybe hold on to those opposite elbows and just let the crown of the head sink into the forearms. And like a pendulum, just swing from side to side. Great stretch for those hamstrings. Lovely release in the lower back. If it becomes intense, just remember you can flex these knees. And then just releasing those hands, we're going to stretch out this back now. So walk the hands out in front. Now don't just lift the neck. Try and encourage the shoulder blades to pinch in towards each other and drive that chest forward. So you really feel like your chest, heart's coming forward rather than the neck. You can slightly tuck the chin in just to encourage that spine to lengthen. Hugging that core always. Trying also to keep that weight in the heels of the feet. And then just exhale. Allow yourself to release, fold back in. 2 more of those. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Drawing the shoulder blades in towards each other. Chest coming forward. Even weight in the heels and the balls of the feet. And then exhale, bringing yourself back down. 1 more here. Inhale, lengthen. Walk it out. Pinch the shoulder blades in. Tuck the chin in slightly. And then exhale, coming back, taking hold of those ankles or shins wherever you can. And then once again, we're going to inhale and pinch your shoulder blades in towards each other. Flex the elbows back towards the legs and just feel how this really gives the upper body a stretch here. 3 deep breaths. Anchor the feet down. The hamstrings are screaming. Let those knees flex. Be mindful not to be lifting that chin in. Chin up, keep it slightly tucked. 1 more deep breath here. As you exhale, really hug the core. Bring the hands to those hips and bring yourself up really slowly. Strong core. From there, we're going to turn the heels in towards each other so we can go into a goddess wide squat here. Placing the hands, heels of the hands into the hips, we're going to anchor down, pushing those hands towards our knees. Maybe bringing those hands to the inner knee joint just to encourage them to open up. Anchor those feet down. And then bring those hands into the prayer position. 3 deep breaths. Keep the heart space open. Keep smiling. Anchor the balls and the heels of the feet down. And then with this next exhale, let's lower it down. And then inhale slowly to rise up. All the way to a star. Take the arms out, tuck the tailbone under, spread the hands. And then with an exhale, just release those arms. Just let them sway. And then just turning the feet back in, slightly more pigeon-toed. Maybe a little wider with that stance. Tuck the tailbone under. Inhale, upward salute. Reaching up, exhale, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Surrendering down, hands down, and then just swaying side to side. Let the head go heavy. And then when we're ready, just bringing those hands over to that right foot. We're going to turn on that heel so the toes come back to the front of the mat. Right hand to the little toe, so push up from that back leg. Hands either sides and then stepping back into a plank. Remember to align here, lower the hips, chest between the hands, pinch the shoulder blades in slightly, squeeze those glutes. Tuck the tailbone under, knees can come down, or exhale into your chaturanga. When you've come down, we're going to come up to a cobra. Squeeze the glutes, keep the elbows tucked into the ribcage, spread the hands, inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then this time as we inhale, lifting up into a cobra. We're going to exhale, push back into our down dog. Tailbone comes up towards the ceiling. Chin slightly tucking in and just walk it out. Spread those hands. Allow the head to relax, become heavy. Hug that core, pull up that pubic bone. And now as we inhale, we're going to lift that left leg up into the air. Lengthen and extend. Exhale, drive the knee through, step it through. Gently dropping the right knee down. Adjust and bring this foot forward. Make sure the ankle's never behind that knee. Bring it forward. Fingertips in line with those toes. Draw those inner thighs in towards each other. Inhale as you load and lean into your lower lunge. Keeping the connection between the abdominal wall, chest and thighs. Exhale, coming back into our half split. And just flow here. Keep that core tidy, keep it together. Feel like your focus point is in that solar plexus area, around the navel, just above it. Inhale to fill, pinch those shoulder blades, lift that chest. Exhale. 2 more. And then this time as you inhale, coming back into that lunge, we're going to push up on that back foot. Lift and then rotate so that heel comes in, right hand comes around to support. And then just align as you pivot on that left heel, pigeon toe slightly. And then once again, fingertips in line with those toes and just start to clean that mat with your hands. Just allow yourself to flow from side to side. Anchor the balls and the heels of the feet down. And then just bring stillness towards the center. Maybe the flats of the hands will come down and you can just connect between those feet. If that's a little too much, hold those elbows again. Whichever feels good for you. And just take slow, steady, deep breaths. Strong on the hamstrings. Just going to breathe into that body. If it feels good, you may want to take those forearms down and bring that crown of the head towards the ground. That feels a little too intense. Just keep those hands always listening, breathing. And then as we inhale, we're just going to lengthen through that back and walk over to our right foot. Maybe taking hold of the ankle, maybe the toes, maybe the shins. As we inhale, we're going to lift and lengthen through this spine, pinching those shoulder blades. And then exhale, just flexing forward fold. 2 deep breaths. Inhale just to lengthen, lift, come back to the center. Really pinch those shoulder blades in. Remember not to throw that neck back. And then coming over now to this left side. Again, inhale, lengthen, lift. Exhale, lowering. Allow the knee to flex a little if those hamstrings are really tight. And then releasing, coming back and just sweeping.
side to side again. And then this time as you get to the left foot, turn on the heel, lifting the ball of the foot, push on the ball of that back foot to lift. You may need to step that foot in. As you then bring those hands down and bring yourself back to a plank. Align, heart space between the hands, tuck the tailbone under, knees can come down if you prefer, creases to the front, exhale, activate that core. From there, bring those hands in, breathe in into up dog. Keep those elbows close to the body, pinch the shoulder blades. And then exhale, tuck the toes under, sink back. Buttocks towards the heels of the feet, chest towards the mat. Slightly bring that chin in now, so the forehead's also going down. Then from there, keeping those toes tucked under, really pull your core back and lift up from the balls of the feet. And then just start to walk it out in a down dog. That strong stretch through the shoulder blades. Slow, deep breaths here. And then when you're ready, drop those knees. Exhale and allow yourself to sink back again. Take the knees wide now, keep the big toes together. And then just allow the forehead to sink down and the elbows to go wide now. 3 deep breaths. Then when we're ready, we're just going to inhale, lift the head, walk the fingertips, so walk the hands, arms, fingertips forward as far as we can, but really trying to keep these glutes back as much as we can. And we're going to go over to this left first of all, coming round as far as we can, anchoring that right hip down, don't let it come off. And then when we've got as far as we can, we're just going to release those hands, spread them, and then release the head. 3 deep breaths. Great side stretch here. Inhale, back up onto those fingertips. Lengthen back to the front. Walk it out. Exhale, pull the core back. Walking out. And then inhale, coming over to our right, keeping that left hip down on the ground, coming as far as we can, palms lowering, and then exhale, surrender down. 3 deep breaths. Inhale, bringing ourselves back up onto the tips of those fingers, back to that front. Can we walk just a little bit further? Spread those hands, breathe in, and then exhale to lower. 3 deep breaths here. If you want to add a bit of sway movement, you can. And then slowly going to exhale and just release those arms. Just let them release. Flex, bring them out to the sides. 3 deep breaths, really getting into those inner thighs here.
then we're going to hug that core and breathe in. Use the arms to help a little as well. Keep the spine flexed, coming up slowly, really feeling that stretch. We're going to extend that right leg out and then bring that left foot in. So I'll just come round to here. So we're stretching out through this right leg, and then we're just going to creep forward. Nothing too strenuous here, just coming as far as feels comfortable, anchoring those sitting bones down, maybe just going from side to side. Listening to that breath. And then from there, just inhale, coming back up, stretching out that left. So it'll look like right, but it's the left as we bring in the other leg. And then once again, just creeping as far forward as we can. Trying to keep length in the spine, but not straining. Just that happy balance between the two. And just check those sitting bones. Feel even. One side can feel very different to the other. With this extended leg, maybe spread those toes, create a bit of space. And close the eyes as you breathe here. And then inhale, bringing yourself up and extending both legs for wide dragonfly. And then just gently moving from side to side. Just checking in. And then this time, as we come over to your right, we're going to reach that left arm up and over. Just sweep it up. Let it come past. Inhale. Sweep it up. And then exhale. Let it drop down. 2 more. And then this time, as you exhale, just see if you can just hold this lateral bend. 3 breaths. Inhale to just allow yourself to rise up. Let that left arm, just guide you back to the center. And then we're just going to slide our hand down to this left side now. Bringing this right arm up and across. And as you inhale, just open up, nice big circle. And then exhale, just surrender. 2 more. And then this time, as you inhale, open up. Just keep it open for 3 deep breaths. Inhale, just to bring yourself back up. And then we're just coming to our forward fold. So again, nothing too strenuous. Mainly just focus on the spine lengthening. Tuck the chin in slightly, pinch the shoulder blades. Maybe hold onto those elbows and just gently rock. Feel the core supporting you. Flex through those feet if you wanted to. Push the heels away. Just slow, steady breaths. And then inhale, bringing yourself up slowly bringing those legs in together. And then just a counter pose, bringing the soles of the feet down and the hands behind, half reverse plank. So we're going to inhale, squeeze the buttocks, lift the hips, keep that chin tucked in so you're looking towards your abdomen. And just exhale, lower. Bring yourself back down. Hug that core though. Really feel an anchoring on that tailbone. Push into the balls and the heels of the feet. Inhale, rise up again. Exhale to lower. Hug that core. One last one. Breathe in, raise up. If you wanted to, you can make it a little more challenging. Lengthen through those legs. So it's like a reverse plank. If that feels too much, just stay where you were. Listen. And then exhale. Coming back down. And then just taking those legs out, but keeping those knees really flexed away from the floor. We're going to fold over now. So our abdominal wall can sink into those thighs. Hands can come either side, maybe even holding the soles of the feet. This can be quite soothing. And just allow that upper back, those shoulder blades to peel away from each other. Slow, steady breathing now. You want to lower those knees down to the ground a little, you can. Two more breaths here. And then with an inhale breath, just coming up slowly. We're going to hug these thighs in close to the chest, wrapping the arms around. As we inhale, we're going to lift up from that tailbone, still keeping the chin slightly tucked in, but really pinching those shoulder blades so we feel a real lift through that lower back. Then as we exhale, core pulls back, we can tuck that chin right in and just allow ourselves to sink. Inhale, tailbone tucks, chin stays slightly tucked in, but we really try and draw the shoulder blades together, bringing that chest forward. As we exhale, we pull that core back, shoulders come out and wide, so there's more room for that chin to tuck. Two more. And then this time as we exhale, if we can, we're going to lift our feet off and just allow ourselves to roll back. Keep the chin tucked in. And then just bring those arms down. And then elevate those legs up into the air. If this feels a little too much, just let those knees flex, soften. And a big yawn if you want a big yawn. And then maybe as you exhale, you could just take those legs apart, opening up. Maybe those arms out wide too. If that feels a little too much, keep the legs in closer together. You could go between the two. Just listen to how you feel. You could spread those toes a little. Two more here. And then on your next exhale, hug those thighs in as close as you can to your chest and rock. Tuck that chin in. If you benefit from a cushion under your head, just place one there.
Take those hands over those knees and just a few circles one way, then the other. Depending on what you'd rather get from now, if you'd like more of an upper stretch, shoulder stretch, upper back, keep those thighs tucked in. If you want more of a lower, like bring the soles of the feet down to the ground as we twist. We're going to exhale, take those knees to the left as we look over to the right, keeping the shoulder blade down on the ground. 3 deep breaths. Inhale to rise up. Exhale over to the other side. 3 deep breaths. Inhale to rise back up, hugging those thighs in. Again, a little rock from side to side. Back to that center. Inhale, nose to knee. Exhale, lower back down. Hands over those knees in just a few circles. One way, then the other. Then from there, hands by the sides. And just start to rock. Take those feet behind and then rock back up. Just moving gently on the spine. Two more. And then just bringing yourself up to a seated, comfortable position for you. And we're just going to bring our hands to Chin Mudra. Close our eyes. Let the chin slightly drop in towards the chest. Let the shoulder blades pinch in towards each other. The heart space to open. The core to lift. Feel centered. And we're just going to finish with an Om together. So taking a big deep breath into the body. Bringing the hands to the heart space and then just rubbing those hands. Keep the eyes closed for a moment. Be aware of any sensations, feelings, the practice, the Om may be giving you right now. And then if you've got glasses, remove them. And then just bathe your eyes with the palms of your hands. Just gently covering 3 deep breaths here. Feel the cool flow of the breath leaving your nostrils. And on your next exhale, just slowly release those hands. Bring them back to the heart center. And Namaste. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you.